This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand for the morning of November 11th, 2022, brought to you by That's Good HR. I'm Wes Mills. It's Veterans Day, an opportunity to honor the men and women of the U.S. Armed Forces for their service to the country. We thank you. One of those veterans is Brent Yeagy, President and Chief Executive Officer of Lafayette-based trailer and truck body maker Wabash. He served in the U.S. Navy from 1991 to 95, enlisting as the first Gulf War unfolded. Yeagy says skills he learned in the Navy helped prepare him for the role of Chief Executive of a 6,000-employee company.
Not only attention to detail, but process adherence creates resiliency. Because one of the things they would drive into us is that during times of conflict or high stress, you rely on your training, you rely on your process orientation to take you through that fog. And you don't wing it, right? There's a way that you handle every situation. And you got to do the pre-work to be prepared for when ambiguity strikes.
Yeagy was trained to work with nuclear-powered equipment. He says working in that high-pressure field required a high attention to detail, a skill that he still relies on today. In honor of Veterans Day, Indigo has rolled out its newest bus. Signage on the red, white, and blue bus honors past, present, and future veterans. Indigo also reminded veterans to sign up for its Veterans Pass, which allows them to ride free on Indigo's fixed route service all year long. Indiana farmland values continue to skyrocket, according to the latest data from the Chicago Federal Reserve Bank. Its quarterly report shows the value of good farmland in the Hoosier State climbed 29% year over year. It's the highest increase in the Midwest. The regional average is 20% higher from the same period last year. And Indiana farmland is up 8% over the last quarter. Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand is brought to you by the following.
That's Good HR is the secret ingredient to strategic staffing. Have an HR, accounting, administrative, or customer service position to fill? Trust That's Good HR to make a match that's good for everyone, whether temp to hire, or a direct hire placement. For 22 years, That's Good HR has been handpicking employees and employers through a highly personal and authentic approach that delivers long-term results. Visit that'sgoodhr.com. Remember, the match matters.
Get ready, Northeast Indiana. We're headed your way. Join IBJ Media and Inside Indiana Business November 29 at Fort Wayne's Grand Wayne Convention Center for Engage Northeast Indiana. We've assembled the region's top business, community, and philanthropic leaders for a discussion on the issues shaping the future of Northeast Indiana. From attracting top talent to workforce and economic development, we'll explore what's working and big ideas for what's next. RSVP by November 18 at InsideIndianaBusiness.com.
A recycled paperboard mill in the Delaware County town of Eaton will soon be under new ownership. Georgia-based Westrock Company says it plans to sell the mill, along with another in Illinois, to Pennsylvania-based Ox Industries in a $50 million deal. Westrock makes sustainable paper and packaging for a variety of markets such as food, e-commerce, and healthcare. A spokesperson for Westrock tells Inside Indiana Business the sale is not expected to have an impact on jobs. After falling short the previous month, Indiana's revenue collections for October exceeded the most recent estimates. The Indiana State Budget Agency says general fund revenues last month totaled nearly $1.7 billion, which was 12.6% above the December 2021 forecast and nearly 21% higher than the same month last year. YouthLink Southern Indiana will open the doors today to its new Jeffersonville location. The youth education organization says it invested $650,000 to renovate the leased space, nearly doubling the size of its location. YouthLink provides academic support, mental health services, and basic needs resources for students and schools. The Spring Mill Inn, located in Spring Mill State Park in Mitchell, is closing for major mechanical renovations beginning this Sunday. The iconic inn will be closed for an entire year as it undergoes a complete rebuild of its water lines, fire alarms, sprinklers, and HVAC system. The Indiana DNR says while the hotel is closed, the remainder of the park is open to guests. This report is brought to you by That's Good HR, the secret ingredient to strategic staffing. Visit that'sgoodhr.com for more information. I'm Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.